Oh, hello everyone, it's Crypto Granny. I hope you're looking after yourself, being kind to yourself, looking after your beautiful parents and friends, your beautiful animals, your putty cats, dogs, whatever you have, and just being kind to yourself and being nice to people in this world. Aka Crypto Granny here. Today I'm doing a subject, how am I going to get wealthy within the next 2 years? And I've given this some bit of thought actually. Now please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the button, that would be very much appreciated. We're going to have some giveaways in the next couple of weeks, so if you're not a subscriber and if you don't comment, you're not going to get some great prizes. So please do click that button, I really appreciate it. And if you've got any comments, please put them in the comment button. We love comments, okay? So I had to give this some thought because we've got a situation where world fiat currencies are imploding. They're going lower and lower. Central banks keep putting money into the system like crazy. The US government, for example, has put in about 3.1 trillion in the last couple of weeks, the last month particularly, and that's roughly about worth 200 years of money, literally. If you look at 1779 to 1979, the US has done more funding in the monetary system than in the 200 years between those time periods. Now what that means, as we spoke about, is the US dollar is going down. It looks like the US dollar may not be the main fiat currency globally. It runs the risk of people dealing in other different types of currencies, if you want to call it that. Now, generally, about 150 years or so, people change. The world changes its currency. And if you go back, it was ancient Rome, then it was Florence, Italy, then it was the Netherlands, the guilder, then it was the Spanish in the 18th century, then it was the pound, the British Empire, then it was the US dollar, and going forward, it will probably be XRP with a rough guess. So fiat currencies do change over time, and that's just history per se. Okay, so when we look at basically the how many people are in the world, 7.7 billion at least, 7.7 billion people, probably less than 1% are invested in cryptocurrency markets and everything else. And basically the system is flooded with money, and so all risk assets are going higher and higher. You see this with gold, you see it with silver, you see it with the equity markets, you see it with cryptocurrency, you see it with food stocks, you see it with a lot of different things because of the COVID virus and everything else. So what I consider buying going forward is certainly food stocks, gold particularly, because I think gold is going to go parabolic. Certainly I'd buy silver, that's my view particularly. And I'd be buying very specific shares, okay? Specific shares in terms of Coinbase lists, buy Coinbase, Binance list, buy Binance, buy Hubi. If that lists on the stock exchange, I'll go into the Nasdaq, Kraken. Certainly if Ripple lists, I'd be buying that. The large exchanges are becoming banks, okay? And we're seeing that more and more. Coinbase are now lending out, Binance is lending out money. Also companies like Square have done incredible things. They've gone literally from a loss situation to a profit situation, and now they're investing in Bitcoin, and they're also, offering loans and everything else. So, you've got to think very smartly about what you want to do going forward to maintain your lifestyle. Inflation is in the system, there's no doubt about it. That's why gold's going up as high as it is. And you've really got to try and work out where you want to go in the next couple of years if you want a beautiful lifestyle. Obviously on a boat or drinking wine and that sort of thing. So my main coins and tokens that I'm looking at buying are certainly Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the poster child. When the masses come in, they will buy Bitcoin. There's no doubt about that. And some people have got huge forecasts on this. I've seen forecasts for Bitcoin per one unit, anything from 100,000 to 250,000 per unit. I'd also buy Ethereum, but I wouldn't buy the DeFis because I think the DeFis have gone too high. I'd buy XRP. If you look at the DeFis, for example, about a year and a half ago, the market cap was about 530 million. Now it's 4.17 bill, okay? It's gone way too high. I'd be looking at Ambrosis. I'd be looking at Tron. and Bitcoin, BTT, I should say, BitTorrent. I'll be looking at Vechain, Binance, Engine, Nexo, Power Ledger, and Ubi token, okay? And they're all the coins that I'll be looking for, and there'd be good reasons why I'd buy those coins, and I can go through each of those if you like in a sec as well. So obviously investing in any coin or token, you should do your own due diligence, okay? I'm not offering financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but these are the coins and tokens that I'm buying for a minimum hold of 2 years from now. So if you can't do the review, you should ask for a specialist like myself. I do crypto reviews in Patreon, or if you get a membership with me, certainly minimum $45 a month or higher, and I will do a proper review for you. It's not expensive, but I do a 17-page review, and I know what I'm talking about in terms of the technology, the business model, obviously, you know, who's behind it, whether it's got utility, all sorts of things. So just generally though, just going through these very quickly, and you know, this is not a intense review or a detailed review. Bitcoin, as you know, has got 18.3 million or so mined already, okay? There's only 21 million in total issued, and basically the difference has to be mined. Once that's mined, that's gone, okay? So the masses, even if they don't know anything about cryptocurrency or blockchain, even my brother who doesn't know anything knows Bitcoin, okay? So when the masses come, they will buy Bitcoin, and certainly all the institutional investors are buying Bitcoin as we speak, and that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We see the likes of Grayscale, we see the likes of Vanguard, we see the likes of BlackRock, big fund managers and that sort of thing. And as I said, I've seen forecasts of anything from 100,000 to even up to 700,000 in some cases. Now, Ethereum does look very good. It is going to proof of source, which is going to make it much more efficient, much more faster, not so expensive to run in terms of electricity. It won't have the miners. It will have staking, and it'll be a much better product in saying that. So there is, in my belief, room for Ethereum to move, to go higher, but also the security of Ethereum will be better, okay? You won't have all those, malicious attacks or the security not working in terms of smart contracts. That's what I'm assuming anyway. And obviously you get into all these different, cryptocurrencies at different prices. Now, obviously XRP is a given. I do believe XRP will be the Amazon of the cryptocurrencies per se. It does have instant settlement. They do have a platform. They have 1.7 million holders. They're doing cross settlements. They're literally, even though Brad Garlinghouse says they're trying to fix a $10 trillion problem, it's actually a $200 trillion problem. When you add up the global equity markets, which is 80 trillion, when you add up the bond market, which is 250 trillion, when you add up the derivatives market, which can be anything from literally 800 trillion to 1.4 quadrillion. It's huge, okay? Now, Ambrosis is a food integrity supply chain coin, and they're going gangbusters in Europe, and it's still relatively cheap compared to other coins in that particular area. And I think it's got legs on it, and I think they'll do quite well, because food fraud and any sort of whether it's grocery fraud or handbags, whatever, is rampant in the world of Europe and everywhere else, in Asia particularly. I like Tron and BitTorrent very much. They have millions and millions of clients. Tron got BitTorrent 200 million clients for literally nothing. They monetize BitTorrent. I think BitTorrent is worth buying. It's Gains Media and more. Tron is a platform as well. They use Solidity. They're in China. Very, very well connected. Justin Sun, extremely well connected. Plus, with Waves, they've just joined Waves, okay? And that's going to give them even more clients. And I think Tron is very cheap for what it does. It is a platform, and they've never had a problem with hacking or anything. They offered $10 million for someone to hack them, and they couldn't do it, okay? I do like Tron and BTT, and I think there'll be a lot of growth in those particular coins, okay? Vechain, again, is very similar to Ambrosis, Food Integrity in Asia and China. They have hundreds of contracts with the Chinese government, but also corporates. And I think they're a very cheap entry as well for an investment in the next 2 years. Binance, in my mind, sorry, there's a spelling mistake there. Binance, in my mind, is a cash cow business. They're now staking their own coin. They do have coin burning. They are like a bank, and they'll start operating like a bank, okay? And that's a fact, okay? Now, to me, it's just, a gimme. The fact that they do burn every quarter. They do have millions and millions of clients. Now, Coinbase has 35 million clients, and I'm assuming Binance would have even more than that, okay? So these companies are very, very profitable, okay? Engine Coin, which I like, is very big into gaming, has some incredible games, okay? Also, going back to Ethereum, they do have gaming. A lot of gaming is on their platform, and DFI as well. But again, I'm not a believer in investing in the DFIs. I just think it's been bought up to ridiculous levels, and a lot of those coins, some of the technology doesn't work, like YAM. We saw what happened with YAM, went up to $100 odd and then came back to zero because the technology was flawed, completely not working, okay? Now, next I do like is collateralized loan business against crypto. They operate like a bank against crypto, and I think there'll be integration with all the different crypto collateralized loan businesses. Coinbase is going into it, we know Binance is going into it, but there's Celsius, there's all different types of competitors, and I think they'll take each other over as well, which will be good for holding those cryptos. Power Ledger is clean energy in Western Australia. The Western Australian government, which is AAA, actually subsidised Power Ledger, and they're doing incredible things. And the founders of Power Ledger, they're very, very astute. They've got PhDs and everything else. Hubi token, it's another exchange token. Again, cash cow businesses, okay? A lot of exchanges out there, 7,000 to 8,000 exchanges, and there will be lots of takeover, but stick with the big ones. Now, as I said, there is great opportunities in the cryptocurrency market, but please do your own due diligence. If not, please join me on my Patreon. It's not expensive. The minimum monthly one is $10, and you get exclusive videos and podcasts every day, remarkets and coins and everything. I do trading ideas. I had trading ideas by Neo, by a few others as trading ideas. So people would have made money if they'd done those trading ideas. So Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Please do see my disclaimer, and please don't forget the subscribe button and the bell, and make a comment. Thank you very much for listening. It's Crypto Granny.